What? What is this?
Pathetic. She's so fat, she's so gross, she will never find love. Pathetic. The only one who can love this woman is the good Lord up above, round and pathetic. She will never change, she will always stay the same. Pathetic and insane. Pathetic. Very scary, he no carry.
Damn, I'm jet lagged.
Pathetic.
So I have some things to talk about. Let me start by saying where I see these things, okay? I don't go and look to seek out what people are saying about me, but sometimes things that are like going too far are brought to my attention. So, how do I start addressing this? As you can see from my thumbnail, like I find like, okay, so there's some reaction channels who are, we can't control what trolls do. Trolls are going to be crap. They have no life. They're going to try to infringe on my life always. That's just, maybe if I stop addressing it for a long, long, long period of time, that will change. Because, why do something if you're getting no reaction? It's just like boredom, I guess, like children. Just like children, don't pay attention to them, they'll stop what they're doing. But these are adults, okay? Supposedly with better, happier lives than what I have. So, I want to say though that we can't control. There's people who are like, doing really nasty things about our building and all this and that. So, like calling it a fart box or whatever. Like, yeah, I know at one time online I was like farting my life away, but now I'm Muslim and I don't fart. Okay, so okay. Anyway, whatever. That's stupid. It's not going to have the reaction that they hope for because people here, and I say this because I've lived in both parts of the world. Okay, I've lived in the West and now I live here. There are laws protecting people from defamatory comments in this part of the world. There are laws protecting people. You don't have the right, Jessica, you don't have the right to defame people here. You don't have the right to insult people here online and ruin their image. It just doesn't happen. People are more mature. Like in public, I saw, let me compare it, for example. I saw a video, like people are not on the street drunk, throwing up and making jerks of themselves that, they don't do these things to people. Like Salah was so surprised at how some of these people behave, okay? People don't do that here. So if they see something like trolling online, they're just gonna like, people think that they're gonna stain my image here and be like, oh, she's so gross, whatever. People are just gonna move on with their day. They don't think of these. They don't think like this. They don't think like, like people do that, like the trolls do. It's not the same culture at all. So, um, maybe there are people who do it, but they probably do it in secret because they can be persecuted for it, right? That we can't control, though people come trying to like mess with my life. But what we can control, I'd like to know how it's okay to bring more attention to it, to platform it. Like I get so much crap that I'm a vile person because I dox people. No, I'm not the one making videos pinpointing, showing a map of my location. All right, I think showing a map with a pinpoint, it's so immature. It's so immature. People will just find it immature here and stupid and probably not even really understand everything that's going on. And they're not going to look into the lore. Like these are people with families and like jobs and they don't care. So it's just, you're just trying to damage businesses because it really has no effect on me, like really. Anyway, but I don't care about that. Whatever. Like we have the responsibility too, as well. Well, yeah, full throttle because I think that it's important to address these things about this platform. What they do outside of the platform, I have no control over, and I know giving it attention makes it worse. So yeah, that's the goal, not to. But like, I think that platforming it, like pinpointing on a map where I live and making a video about it is ridiculous. Like it's just so low and so stupid. Like how is it okay to do that? You know what I mean? Like, do a video condemning people doing that, but then showing the map of where we live. And we do have, there's other people living in the building. There's like other people's safety that they don't care about just to try to make me mad and rage. And this is not a rage. This is me addressing an issue just like everyone else does. You know what I mean? Because if I were to dox somebody, it would be the talk of the YouTube world forever. I would be the most vile person. But it's okay for them to put a map location of where I live. Like, we have a responsibility, yes, to try to hide, if we didn't want people to know where we live, I guess we could do videos right in front of a wall. How interesting would that be, doing a video just in front of a wall? No, we wanted to show you our apartment. We wanted to do something positive. You know what I mean? Like we wanted to, whatever. So we didn't protect our privacy. Honestly, we don't care. Like I said, Kuwait's not the same. People are not going to show up here and threaten us and everything like that. It's so illegal. So many things are so illegal and harder to get away with here. So we're not afraid of that. But I'm just pointing out that it's just a crappy thing to do. In my opinion, it's like, let's pull up a map. Like some reaction channels are famous for that. Let's pull up a map and see exactly where this person lives and then like condemn trolls for attacking the location. But you're helping it'd be found, you know? I don't even have to say, this goes without saying, if you're somebody who takes the time to pinpoint someone's location, you're a moron and you have no life. That goes without saying. You live in a small home, it's bad where you live at beach. I know, they're trying to like say, oh, the area is so bad, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. So anyway, I don't care what people say about that. Whatever. We love it here. We love to live here. That's not going to change. Whatever. Morons be following you around via Google Maps. Yeah, if you want to search my location, do it on your own then. But you don't have to publicize it. You know what I mean? Everyone hates Corona. Yeah, him too. There's other ones though that just like, you know what I mean? There's other. It's not just him. There's other pathetic people who have done that. There's other people who have done it first. Like did a full lowdown showing our whole building. You could vaguely say she lives in this area, blah blah blah. You don't have to give like the exact block, the exact apartment. Like why are these things relevant? You know what I mean? Other than anyway, I'm after this stream, I'm actually gonna sign into the laptop and privacy strike every single person who put our exact location in their videos and argue that there's no good intent in that. And we'll see. Maybe they'll keep it up because our name and everything is not in it. It's a public listing. But you're platforming things that could potentially be harmful. So I don't get the obsession either. What does it accomplish? Exactly. Like if I did that to them and put their exact location where they live exactly, they would cry for weeks. They would go hide off the internet. There's reactors who do that. They run and hide the minute we outline anything about their life. Oh, cry victim. To be honest, no one gives a shit if they know where we live or not, because this is immature and childish behavior, obviously from the brainless haters channels. And just ignore these nuts, baby, period. Yeah, exactly. Like, it doesn't affect our life at all. Like, it doesn't. Like, I don't know. But it's just, I wanted to speak out against, like, the hypocrisy always pointing it out, how it's like, it's okay for them to cry victim if it's done to them, and even in a less invasive way, but it's okay for them to platform putting up on the map my exact location. Like, are you serious? Yeah, they're saying there's prostitutes everywhere. Are you kidding? You're gonna act like there's not more prostitutes in the US? Please. If you weren't so intriguing, people wouldn't stalk you. It's literally like drugs to them. It's so sad. I'm always amazed at adults acting like this, So I just find that wrong, and I wanted to speak out against it, I don't know what people are talking about. You need 100K people to have a YouTube manager. That's not true. Like, I did Google it, and it does say that on one website. But then how do I have a manager? Like, I had that one manager from a while ago. Then I didn't hear from them for, like, ever. And then I got an email recently that somebody was taking their place. And, every time I have a manager, I just basically, like, I don't really ask them for much. I just, like, there's certain channels that are problematic. Is there anything you can do about that? So I'm just waiting to hear back. But that's about all I need their help with, really. I mean, I don't know. I guess tips. But that's what they do, is give you tips. But they said they would look into some things for me. But that's about it. I don't know. These people going too far, doxing people, and they think we're going to be afraid of, insecure about the new home. They're jealous as fuck, obviously. Just, they cry from attention like a kid who needs a toy. No, it's true. They act more childish than children. I've never in my life seen adults, like, do these kind of things. It's so gross. You're the best thing to happen to Chantal. Yeah. And I think people are, like, big mad about that. Like, a lot of people, it's been very revealing to me and shocking, but it's finally set in. People hate when other people are happy. Misery loves company, for sure, 100%. And they think that I would always, they're wrong about me. They were wrong about me. They think I was always going to be a train wreck, which is not the case. It is. It's true. Misery loves company. And it was so hard for me to wrap my mind around that. Like, and then they try to, like, deflect or try to use the excuse that I'm a vile person. Meanwhile, these people calling me vile are the same ones doxing my location, doxing other people, calling my mom a whore, just making up disgusting rumors about us. And I'm just sitting here beezing, and addressing things, yeah, in my self-defense sometimes. Yeah, sure. Who called your mom a whore? FFG. She sat there and targeted my mom for a whole live stream. So I want to address also, I want to point out some things about Yo Mama. Okay, I appreciate that he calls out people fairly. He calls people out, fine. But I don't think that he's 100%. I don't think that he's really, I think he's still biased in a lot of ways. And I'll point out some examples. Now, he gave me crap yesterday in his live stream for not reacting to Charlie, not giving Charlie praise for coming after FFG. And I'll tell you why that is. Yes, I find her roasting FFG funny, in a defense of my mother, and this is low for me to say. But there was a funny dig where she said, I mean, why, can you answer me this? Why, he thinks that I should have reacted to Charlie, and basically it sounds like kind of team up with Charlie in that respect. Charlie's a reactor, FFG's a reactor. To team up and go after FFG. Okay, instead of talking about Missy, whatever. So here's the thing. Yeah, she had some good digs, okay. FFG said my mom was a whore. She called her all these disgusting names, and she was a whore, blah, blah, blah. And then Charlie said, well, your mom can't afford to be a whore because look at the offspring she made. And say that FFG and I are the same, that I'm vile, that she's going to go back to picking on me. So why am I going to support somebody who I had long time beef with? Like, if you're going to call out hypocrisy, you're going to go in one breath, freak out, leave your chair, say that these people are shit reactors because all they do is target one person, then you need to go back at the history of Charlie's channel and look at her history. You need to look at her history of the channel. She started, I want you to know, right from the get-go, right when the channel was born, right out of the Garden of Eden. I didn't do anything to this person, okay? I was doing my thing. I was failing at diets. Clearly, so are her and FFG. And that's not a dig, that's a fact, because these people started their channels. If you want to say that I'm the same as FFG, no, no, no. Charlie and FFG are very similar. So you need to like look at that hypocrisy, because they both started their channels claiming that they're going to be better and lose weight than Amberlynn and I, okay? Now the thing is, and this will get ignored because it doesn't suit people's narratives. The thing is, they both have gained weight or stagnant. They haven't done any weight loss content on their channels from the get-go since then. They've become reaction channels, hate channels against Amberlynn and I. And it's okay for them to just go back to that. That's fine. That's fine. But it's not okay for all the other channels that your mama goes after to just pick on one person, but it's okay for Charlie to do it. And even if they did lose weight and were successful, it doesn't give them the right to come target us. So to say, well, Chantel's vile, so that's why we react to her behavior. Okay, let's analyze that. So one of her examples for analyzing my past behavior and why we deserve all this bullying and hate ongoing is that I had a suicide attempt when I was 15. So if you do the math, I'm 39. I think that's more than double. Like, no. There should be a statute of limitations if you're going to go back into someone's past. Seriously? Okay, a suicide attempt when I was 15. Please. And I had many psychological issues. And you don't know my family history. You don't have any right. You're not a psychiatrist. You don't have the authority to talk about these issues, you know? And to use that as justification for your body shaming, your non-diet shaming. She's not going to fit in the shower, blah, blah, blah. By the way, I do. So I find that just very hypocritical. Like, I'm sorry. Yeah, women should be lifting each other up, not trying to sit there all badass like, I can one up on you. I can get a better dig than you. Because honestly, I find all of those digs childish and I don't want to react to them. I was addressing actual rumors that Missy was saying as falsehood, you know? But like these little childish digs between two creators, I don't care. And I'm not going to praise somebody who is going to, just because we have solidarity in hating one person and then go back to treating me like crap and calling me vile in the same breath. It's not going to happen. Like that just doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? Like, so from the get-go, I did nothing to Charlie, okay? Did nothing to Charlie. Just like I did nothing to FFG. And they both react to me in vile ways. So they're more like, how am I like FFG? Do I have, look, where's the similarity? We have big chins? Like, are you kidding? Where's my channel targeting one person? Yeah, why are all these other fat women making fun of the same two fat women online? And yo mama, if you want to be completely non-biased, you have to include Charlie in that. You have to. She's the same. I don't care, like, if you like her more for whatever reason. She does the exact same thing. She's exactly just like FFG. You know, maybe more articulated. But doesn't matter. And looks don't matter. Like, what are we talking about? Who's uglier than who? Like, who cares? Like, you know, it's never been an issue of like any looks. Who cares? Like, that doesn't make you a better person. Whatever. So I find it childish, honestly. And I go back to the roots. Like, we have been targeted. Amberlynn and I have been targeted by these people from the beginning, and we did nothing. We did our vlogs. We still do our vlogs. Amberlynn doesn't even bother to defend herself, and I need to take a page from her book in that. Charlie is one of the OG chicks who only existed to try and be weight loss channel against Foodie Beauty. Exactly. Just like FFG. Similarities. Let's say that. And then, just like FFG, when I defend myself, she calls me a bigot. She finds just like FFG saying I'm anti-Semitic when I target her. So no, I can pinpoint more similarities between those two. Ones that people don't even care about, you know? Whatever. I mean, so I did nothing, doing my vlogs. Yeah, I'm not succeeding at weight loss, whatever. Call out the crap, whatever. But you know, then I started defending myself against her, you know, and I said some not nice things, of course, but it stopped eventually. Like, eventually, I didn't even talk about Charlie, and she still stays talking about me. She still stays targeting me, just like FFG. So she doesn't go real life. Okay, fine, she doesn't go real life, but she still does the same type of content, which you don't call out. You know, she'll say something about FFG in your live stream, yo mama, and then she'll go, okay, so we're gonna go back to targeting Foodie Beauty, and you'll go, okay, yeah, facts, no cap, yeah, okay, so that's okay for her to do it, but you're gonna call out FFG for doing the same thing. Yeah. Yeah, I said Charlie Cole. If you want to see that as a microaggression, fine, but I'm not racist. I explained that a million times. Gold Cole. In my mind, very fast, it just came up with that. Because I didn't even think in my brain anything racist about it. You know? So she took that and she made it blew it up out of proportion. Hugely, hugely. I even apologized for it at some point. Like, you know, and then she just kept it going and going. Just like FFG with the cat. Now she has something to use, well, to justify her continued harassment, because now she can say that I'm an animal abuser, right? She's an animal abuser. She's an animal abuser. We can target her because she's an animal abuser. There's always something. And then Charlie can do the same thing. Well, we can go after her because she's a bigot. Okay, yeah. So there are two peas in a pod. I don't know how people don't see it. So I'm not going to go and sit here and kiss her ass now just because she doesn't like FFG. I don't need people on my side to hate FFG. I don't need people on my side. Like, whatever. I'm an independent thinker. These are my thoughts. I never join forces with people just to get back at someone else. I'm not fake like that. You people don't know me. You don't know my integrity. And I can tell you I have a lot more of it than a lot of people. But because I'm not as popular for, like, whatever, people think I'm vile, but ignore the extremely vile actions of everyone else. Like the doxing, pinpointing my location, calling my mother whore, infertility shaming me that I'm not going to fit in my shower. Like, the list goes on. Like, you know? I knew what you meant about coal versus gold. It's not intended to be racist. Exactly. And honestly, context matters, you know? Like, And even if that was, like, it doesn't make me a racist person. Like, I'm clearly not a racist person. Like, it's just, whatever. I'm not even going to defend myself against that at all. I refuse to watch reactors. Yeah, me too. Like, I'm not even going to watch any of them anymore. Like, even if we watch Yo Mama, like, it's just still drama. It's a waste of time. It's a negative space because for some reason these people make me their center of the universe, like the center of attention. Like, just leave me out of it. You have other content, like talk about all of these crazy reactors like you do, you know, like whatever. I don't even want it. Like, why am I even being brought up, you know? The people are lunatics. Mostly thing I couldn't believe she made up emails. I get it now. Actually, when I watched his live stream, that so she made up that email right when she had to release those DMs that don't exist, right? So she had to like be like, well, I'm scared now to release anything because Foodie Beauty threatened. No, I give you full permission. I will not do anything to you or your family. Go for it. Go for it. You know, if you want to release whatever you have fabricated, because there's nothing, you know, no, I won't. So for her to use the excuse that she'll come after my family, because that wasn't even me who wrote that. Context does matter, and it isn't racist to call someone a lump of coal. Yeah, that's basically what I was saying, Crispy. She's a lump of coal instead of gold, like she says, because of her character. Nothing to do with her skin color, nothing. If I had time to think about it more, because I'm impulsive, and there's so many examples of that online to prove it, my life is impulsive. So a lot notices I'm impulsive. Then yeah, I probably would have thought, okay, yeah, I shouldn't say that, you know? But to keep using that as an example of how I'm a bigot, I'm a horrible person, is reaching and it's defamatory, and I'm not going to kiss her butt no matter what she says about FFG, because at the end of the day, she's like her in that respect. I don't care how popular they are. I don't. Like, you know what I mean? I don't care. I have my Beezers, and that's all I've ever said I care about. Whatever. Like, as if. Anyways, I find that so hypocritical. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't know. A diseased camel. Are you kidding? He called me a buffalo. That's why I called him a camel. He literally looks like a camel. Like, hello. How is that ignorant? He was very abusive to me. Are you going to really sim for him? He deserves everything I say about him. I'm not sorry at all. He has the face of a camel. So it's racist just because there's camels? What if I call them a spider? There's spiders in Kuwait too. Is that racist? Get a life. It's not valid criticism, though. It's not criticism. What people do on reaction channels or hate channels is not criticism. When you constantly over-criticize somebody, like criticizing every little detail of their life, that becomes bullying at some point. For sure. If there's something worth criticizing, whatever. But the people doing the criticizing are bigger messes. They're worse. They're 100% worse. You know what I mean? Like, no, but you're not trying to attack me, but you're dabbing in the little drama, like defending that turd that I called him. Have you seen what he said about me? Have you seen what he'd done to me the past whole year? I think he deserves being called a camel, which he looks like. And I don't care. I think I'm racist for that, whatever. He doesn't deserve anything except jail time. It is witchy, yeah. Targeting the same two people over and over and over, even if you call it react, let's take a look at what they're doing. It's like you're putting someone under a microscope and being a hypocrite. Like, look at yourself. None of you, the weight loss channels you started, none of you have lost barely any weight. Actually, FFG has gained weight. Hi, Shorty, hi. And it's funny, actually, FFG, you did fail miserably with your thumbnail, because Charlie and I did look better than you in that thumbnail, 100%. Like, even without any makeup, without anything, I still looked cute, so I don't care. Whatever. I'm not being conceited, but I mean, I have eyes. But I think that'll be it for once and for all. Like, we really want to try so hard. As you can see, even watching your mama streams is not good for us because, you know, it's still talking about drama, and then I come online and I say these things about it, and I shouldn't even address it, like, period. But when it comes to, like, pinpointing our location and things, people can go to a new low and then try to cry victim if, like, it's done to them. Like, it's just stupid, you know? Like, people go to really big lows when it comes to me, and, like, honestly, all I do is my videos, or defend myself, you know? So, anyways, I know this gives them life and content for days, but I wanted to say that. The last thing, I guess, is exactly why. So just call me a dummy, Yo Mama, for not kissing Charlie's butt after her going after FFG. I don't care if FFG ever disappears, honestly, whatever. You know, if she's still on the platform, it's for whatever reason. Who cares? Like, you know, I'm not going to go and completely disregard her also targeting me, because when it comes to mentally how they affect me, how they've affected me, they both equally have done really crappy things to me, and then both cry victim when I defend myself or say that I'm a bigot or whatever. They ruin my reputation, because I still have people calling me a bigot to this day because of these things. It's like your peanut. So yeah, I agree with a lot of what he says about some things, but when it comes to being fair, I don't believe that's true. And that's because, like, completely just disregarding, like, praising Charlie when she's equally a bully. Equally. Just go look at her channel. Like, she disappeared for a while, but before that disappearance, she was very vile in the things she would say. Like, she's disgusting in some of the things she would say about us. Like, are you kidding? She made fun of Amber Lynn in a whole video for not being able to walk to a tree. She made fun of her legs. Like, how is that okay? How is that okay? And he actually has the audacity to say things like, fine, target Foodie Beauty all you want, make fun of her all you want, go for people's looks all you want. No, that's not okay to do that to people. And you know what? Like, maybe people will never change, but I don't want to be a platform that encourages that kind of thing, and that's exactly what you're doing, you know? I've said some nasty things. If you want to use Cuba Rage as the epitome, I'll say it again and the final time. That was a time when I had just been through a lot of crap and abuse and manipulation from Doodoo and Camel, okay? And so for me to say, yeah, it was wrong for me to say, go call her mother's thing. I was extremely drunk. Go call her mother's home, whatever. I didn't care about Dudu at the time. I hated her after what she put me through. I hated her guts, like, you know? And so, I mean, to keep bringing that up as an example of how I'm a bad person, it's just, how does that even have any weight anymore, honestly, really? I mean, you have a whole channel targeting the same person, calling them the most nasty things, and then people have now on their reaction channels are pinpointing our location to try to put us in danger, because what else is your point of doing that? Why put the exact location? You're hoping that something happens to us. I mean, come on, it's clear, you know? It's just whatever. It's so hypocritical. I said ALR has cankles, like, yeah, but I don't make videos about it. I said it like once when I was mad at her. I don't make videos about it, highlighting it, and being self-righteous about it. And you know what? Who cares? And I wasn't even mean when I said that. Like, you know, I have half cankles too. Whatever. Like, if anything, I support Amber Lynn, and I've always defended her. Like, I made fun of her. Like, I talked about her like once, and I deleted the video in good faith because I apologize for that. You know, I was wrong. I was a piece of crap. But none of these people who make videos about other overweight people and fat shame them on a daily basis ever have any conscious breakthrough, because they make money off of it. So not only do they fat shame the same two people, they make money off of it. She only makes videos of her head because she's not lost weight. Yeah, like, I don't know. Exactly. That to me is almost the same as hiding behind an avatar. You're sitting there judging fat women from the neck up. You know, like, and it's not a pissing contest. Losing weight is not a pissing contest. It's not one size fits all. I always say this. It's not like that. Like, who cares if someone's struggling with weight? Like, to target overweight people, like, especially people who know what it's like to struggle and to feel ashamed of yourself and everything. You think that putting the fire under their butt is bullying them? You think that's going to have a positive? You think that you're going to get a positive effect out of being negative? Like, how does that make any sense? I swear people don't have brains. I swear. No. I'm working on a vlog. I did a weigh-in vlog, speaking of weight loss, which of course will get picked apart endlessly because, you know, my stream is not meant to attack anybody in particular. It's just why I didn't mention really any reactors' names about the location thing. Also another reason is that they're smaller channels and they just die and live for any attention because that's their content, sadly. But I really want to try to just do my content. Like, if that means like just not going live for a while, just so I don't get into any drama, you know. No, I'll probably still go live. But I definitely enjoy doing the vlogs and the videos. But I have to say, like, I just wanted to say some things about the whole situation. You know, I find it very hypocritical. I'm not going to sit here and praise somebody who's just targeted me for years as their content, because if you compare, like, I could do a community post comparing side by side Charlie's channel and FFG's channels, and they all have very, very, very negative content towards me, to an obsessive degree, like a weird obsessive degree for content. So I know that, you know, your mama always targets FFG, which rightfully so, because he does point out a lot of her BS, but you also have to acknowledge the similarities with Charlie's channel. Otherwise, it makes you a hypocrite as well. So that's all I wanted to say about it. And we really just have to stop watching all drama channels and just focus on beezing and just focus on doing our content. And that's about it. So again, I think it's wrong that people showcase platform on their channels where people exactly live. And I don't know, I'm going to try, not that, like, whatever. I guess I'll try to privacy complaint just because I'll see. I don't know if it will get taken down. Usually things like, you know, my bankruptcy information had all my name on it and everything, my legal name. So that got taken down pretty quickly, but I don't know if they will with the address thing because of the Google, like, it's on Google public, whatever. I don't know. We'll see. And like, I want to say, I know I have a responsibility to protect my own privacy. I acknowledge that. But at the same time, I'm just pointing out that you can't condemn trolls for coming after my home when you showcase it and platform it on your channel with the map location. Just doesn't make sense.
Pathetic. She's so fat, she's so gross, she will never find love. Pathetic. The only one who can love this woman is the good